Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to be talking all about dry skin. So what I do to take care of my skin, the products that I use, products that don't work for me, and general tips and tricks on what to do in order to maintain your dry skin. So before we get into today's video, you guys know what to do. Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that post notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first things first. Everyone's skin is different. Like, I have my bad days. Like, I'm sure I look super glowy right now with literal like headlights off of my forehead with these lights coming through. But there are also days where my skin is shedding like an alligator and it looks horrible. So everyone's skin is different. So you have to learn what works best for you. So before I even get into any of these products, just remember that what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. So if you guys have any tips and tricks on what you guys do, please comment them down below because I'd love to learn more because I'm always learning. But okay, let's start off with products. So let's talk about a couple makeup products. So I think the biggest thing that people shy away from when it comes to dry skin are powders. However, I personally love a matte face. I don't like a dewy face because I do have, I wouldn't say a lot of texture, but I definitely do have some texture. And so because of that, I want to minimize that as much as I can. And to do that, I need to mattify my face. So how do you do that with dry skin? How do you bake? How do I set my face? How does that all work? I have tried so many different powders, and I find that there are truly powders that work for dry skin. I was always skeptical, like, oh, you know, I can set my whole face with this and it's totally fine. No. My skin at a point was so dry where I could not use an ounce of powder. I would literally leave the house without any powder, without setting foundation, and I would still be peeling like an alligator. So the one powder that I found that through and through has not irritated my skin is the RCMA No Color Powder. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a Too Faced powder. I'll insert a picture of it right here, but the packaging is horrible. They really need to do a better job with updating the packaging. It comes in the same packaging as like oregano or like little spice shakers. So I actually finished up a Too Faced, what is this? Ethereal setting powder, and I just filled it all the way up with my RCMA powder. And this is nice too because it has one of those little like stopper things in it, so you know when you open up your powder you don't have an explosive mess everywhere. I truly love this powder. It is white as paper. It is translucent though. However, if you do have a deeper skin tone, deeper than mine, I definitely recommend that you are pretty light-handed with this powder. Unfortunately, they only make it in one shade. However, it is like artistry makeup, so it is created for all different skin types, all different skin tones. It's $12.99 or $12.95, I think, and you get, I want to say like think of like if you went to the store and bought cumin. You get all that powder, and that's a ton of powder. So I think it's a great deal, and it lasts forever, and it truly does not irritate my skin. I don't get like dry flakes, dry patches. I don't look crepey, none of that. I have it on today. You're able to, you know, go heavy-handed with it. Normally, I can't bake. Baking is that technique where you put on concealer or what have you, and you take a sponge or a brush and you completely drench your sponge or your brush in that powder, and you dot it all over where your concealer was, and you let it sit there for a couple minutes and dust it away. And so the intent behind that is to kind of let the heat from your body kind of work its magic and like mesh all the products together onto your face so it looks a little bit more seamless and airbrushed. I couldn't do that before. I can do that with this powder, and I have used this powder for years and years, so I truly recommend. It's wonderful. Second product I have here is this little e.l.f. compact. Now, I use this so much, again, you probably can't see it from here. I use this so much, it broke. I'm literally hitting pan. This is there's no name on this. This is I think it's called the Aqua Bronze Blush Duo. So they have a ton of these, but they only have one line of the Aqua line. It's really popular. They usually have it at Target, or you can find it online at Ulta. They have, I think, 3 different shades of this. I love this stuff. So this is, it actually kind of looks like NARS packaging too. It has a, it's not really a cream, that's the thing. Like I find that like, I love cream products, but sometimes they can definitely like give me those little bumps at the end of the day if I've worn it a couple times and worn it over the course of many hours. This doesn't do that, and I think it's because it's formulated with a ton of water rather than like, I don't know, like oil or whatever the case may be. But I love this stuff. It's pretty much a cream bronzer and blush. And so I have this on my face today. My everyday makeup routine, this is in it. I literally take a little bit of concealer, I set it with the RCMA powder, and then I go all over the perimeter of my face and my cheekbones with the bronzer, and then I take the blush, dot it on my cheeks, and that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much today's look too. The only thing I have on outside of that is my mascara and of course my brows and a little bit of highlight. And I think this is only $5, and I've honestly even found this at TJ Maxx for $2. And when I do, I buy all of them. I mean, they're only like $5 to begin with, but these are awesome. These are the Paw Paw Wonder Blender. So I talked about these in a previous video, but these are from AOA Studios, so Shop Miss A. And if you buy these individually, I just got the 5-pack, or I guess the 6-pack. Individually, these are $1 each, and I kid you not, I like this better than the Beauty Blender. To be honest, I can't really tell a difference between this and the Beauty Blender. Normally you can. This I cannot. I love them so much that I found the 6-pack and I bought a bunch of these. And again, this thing was like $5. Technically, each of these sponges is actually less than $1 because you get like a discounted like value pack price if you do buy the 6-pack. Why I love sponges over brushes is because with the sponge, the product is being soaked into the sponge. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it because it is a sponge. But when you run a sponge under water to kind of get it wet, you know, dampen it, a lot of water is still trapped in that sponge. It's damp. So with that, you're kind of shearing out the foundation a little bit as opposed to if you're using a brush, but you're also adding all of that hydration and moisture back into the skin. So that's why technically, or I guess not technically, but typically, if you want a more full coverage look, people would normally recommend you going in with a brush because depending on the type of brush that you're using, the foundation isn't going to be soaked into the bristles as it would a sponge. These are bomb and so cheap, you're welcome. So moving on to skincare. There aren't that many things that I'm gonna talk about today, and I'll tell you why. I find that my skincare routine is pretty average, pretty basic. I don't do anything out of this world. I find that for me personally, my skin thrives on as little product as possible. My skin thrives off of like basic things, right? So like once we get into like 1,000,001 different serums and all these different topical creams and all this stuff, that's when my skin is like, like we don't like this. And I go back to like the basics, a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer. And to be honest, I never even used a toner before, but I put it into my routine as of like a year ago. I usually mainly use it to just try to get excess makeup off, but I mean, it's personal preference. I can't tell you that I've seen a huge difference. I am really lazy. I don't like a 10-step nighttime routine or morning routine. I like convenience. So I actually use the Clinique, I believe it's the Mild line. I'll insert an image right here. However, one of my friends is a master esthetician, and she, among a ton of other folks, have said that Clinique isn't the best for your skin because it has a lot of harsh ingredients that can actually irritate the skin. For whatever reason, my skin loves it and I've never had an issue with it. However, I'm open to, you know, kind of pursuing something that makes more sense, that's a little bit more on like the natural side of the house. So she actually is coming out with a brand new skincare line herself. So I am going to be testing it out and I'm super excited. So her website actually launches today. I'll put it in the description box below. It's gonna be like vloggy style a little bit. So you'll actually be walking through a couple weeks with me because it takes your skin 21 days to get used to something, to get acclimated to something new and really start to see somewhat of a change. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So stay tuned for that. For the time being, I have been using the Clinique, just their average cleanser. To be honest, I'm not that picky when it comes to cleansers. I think I use that, and then in my shower I have the Kylie Skin Foaming Cleanser, and that came in a BoxyCharm. So for me, it's just a means of you know, washing my face, it's gonna come right off. So I'm not that, you know, picky when it comes to it. I've been using it and it's been fine and I haven't had any issues. One of my biggest recommendations is to get a hyaluronic acid serum. They can be so expensive. Make sure you're not getting scammed, because when things are super hyped up, you know, you can find these other brands that are trying and you like actually read up on the ingredients and it's like 0.00000000001% hyaluronic acid. So make sure you're doing your research. I personally love this, the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It's technically called hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. This is only $6, and you can get the big Kahonga guy, for $12, and you can get it off Sephora. It's super easy, so that's what I do. I use this every single day, twice a day, day and night, right after my toner. And so this just, I feel like it's not like sticky and it's not like greasy, but it just feels, good and it feels moisturizing, and it just makes you feel so just like rejuvenated. It's like your skin took a drink of water. So I love this stuff and I highly recommend. Moisturizer is the most important step for me. If I have on a good moisturizer / lotion, I can get away with nearly any type of foundation or powder, no matter how mattifying it is. So for me, that moisturizer is part of the 3-step Clinique line that I just mentioned. So this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. Now, don't be fooled, there are 2 of these. So Clinique also sells this in a gel version, but I like the lotion version. It's just a little bit thicker and it just makes your skin feel so supple. And again, I can get away with any type of foundation or powder or concealer, no matter how drying, if I have this underneath. So I will never miss this step. You can see this is full because I literally have an empty one right here. I just ran out and I'm literally like scraping like the bottom of it. It works for me in the summertime, it works for me in the wintertime as well. That goes on to my next point. If you are someone that likes a more lightweight moisturizer in the summertime, make sure you're switching to something that's thicker and gives you more hydration and moisture in the wintertime. You want something that's a little bit thicker, not, you know, maybe not like your gel moisturizer, maybe like an actual like cream or oil-based moisturizer, whatever floats your boat, but definitely consider switching over to something that's going to give you the right amount of hydration throughout those cold months. Now, this product I will recommend day, night, summer, winter, spring, fall. If you're going inside, or if you're staying inside, if you're going outside, always, always, always wear SPF. I don't care what your skin type is, whether you are a combination, whether you are dry, whether you are oily, make sure you're wearing SPF. There are so many reasons why you need to be wearing SPF. Among all, we want to protect our skin. Just wear SPF. I like the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. So I was actually using, I think it was from Cetaphil. I was trying that, and I was also trying the Neutrogena one, until I saw my esthetician again, and she was like, you have a lot of sun damage. Like, do you wear SPF? I was like, do I wear SPF? I have been wearing SPF every single day, all over my face, my neck, my hands, since the dawn of time. So to hear that and to learn that all SPFs aren't made the same was really eye-opening to me. So she recommended the Supergoop, and I truly love this stuff. It is a little bit on the pricey side. However, you know, just be more mindful when you buy it. If you are a Sephora member, if you're part of their like tier, VIB, Rouge, committee, whatever, or if you're not, I got bumped and I'm no longer VIB Rouge. So if you have any friends that are, or anyone, they have 2 sales throughout the year, and I think now they've been introducing a couple more. They do their semi-annual sale twice a year, and then they also do like ad hoc sales where you get like random 20-15% off throughout the year. So be mindful when you're getting it. Again, I'm not VIB Rouge, so I don't get the full 20% off, but guess what? One of my friends does, so she'll actually get this for me, and so I can get her discount. And they also, you'll notice this is like the jumbo size. I don't have the smaller one nearby, so I only have this one to show you today, but this is the jumbo size, meaning like that value size. So you technically get a little bit more than you would if you bought 2 of the originals, but it's a couple dollars cheaper. Tack the 20% off on top of that, and you have a great deal on your hands. They also make a glowy version of this. This is the original, and I guess I would call it mattifying. If you prefer like a more sheeny, like luminous look, they do also have a glow version of this, so check that out if you're interested. My last skincare product. Unfortunately, this product is no longer sold. However, they have enhanced the product and they have recommendations on what to get if you are in search of something like this. And this is my Clarisonic. I have had this for, how many years have I had this? I got this in 2015, and what year is it? 2020, about to be 2021. And this thing has been through it all. Like, it is as good as the first day I got it. These are pretty pricey. This definitely ran me a couple $100s, but again, I've had it for 5 going on 6 years, and it's never given me any issues. It's waterproof. I keep mine in the shower, so when I shower, I just take this and I literally just, you know, clean my face. I usually try to limit myself to using this only once a day, just because like my skin gets a little, it's very sensitive. If you're someone who's like a germaphobe with like the brushes and everything, like these heads pop right off. And I have a backup one right here. You can get them anywhere. You can get them off Amazon, you can get them off Ulta, you can get them off Sephora. And this one is the Deep Pore Brush Head for Enlarged Pores. And it says here that you should change it every 3 months. So for me, as long as you're swapping out your brush heads appropriately, again, I keep mine in my shower. I just make sure that, you know, I'm putting it, maybe it's not directly underneath the shower head so it doesn't get as much water just kind of dripping on it all day. But these things last a lifetime and they're rechargeable. They're so awesome. I love them so much. And if you have dry skin, you always want to be exfoliating, because what will happen is you'll have all of that dry skin kind of built up on the surface of your skin, and you'll notice that your makeup probably isn't going on as smooth. And you'll wonder like, oh, like I have like, you know, dry patches and like a little texture here and there. Chances are you just need to exfoliate, and this is an easy way to do that. All I do is I'll pretend this is my cleanser, I'll just dot it right on the brush head, I'll turn it on, and it even beeps. So it'll beep every like 15 to 20 seconds, 10 seconds too-ish, depending on which, you know, side of the face that you're on, so you know when to move over to the next section. I love this. This has been my ride or die for years and years, and I am going to be so heartbroken when it finally gives out on me, but I hope that doesn't happen. But again, if you go to the Clarisonic website, you can actually still search this. I think this is called the Aria or the Aria 2. But if you search it, it'll tell you, you know, we no longer carry this. However, we recommend X Brush because this is the newest version, and here are all the things that it does. Okay, so we're nearing our last 2 products, and I think they pretty much go hand in hand, but I will start with a product that I've raved about in the past, and this is the Vital Protein Collagen Peptides. Now, definitely consult your doctor before you go and buy this and start using it. Definitely make sure you're kind of reading up on the claims, reading up on what it's supposed to do, how it benefits you, and talk to your doctor to make sure that, you know, you can easily fold it into your plan without any risks or unwanted side effects. I personally love this stuff so much. I've talked about this with my doctors and my dermatologists, and so far for me, I've had no issues and I've been cleared to use it. But you can find this in so many places. You can go directly online. They sell it at Costco. Again, I found this was in my TJ Maxx haul. They have this in so many places. And so Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides, it says, our collagen peptides are neutral in flavor and are great for adding to water, coffee, smoothies, recipes, and more. Our collagen peptides are easily digestible, mixed in hot or cold liquids, and can be taken any time of the day. So what are collagen peptides? I'll put a little definition down here below, but ultimately they are very good for your hair, your skin, and your nails. So right on the front of the packaging, it has 20 grams of collagen per serving. So what does that mean? Skin, hair, nail, and joint support. It's grass-fed, pasture-raised, and it also has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in it. So it makes your hair shinier and stronger. It makes your skin more elastic, and just generally gives you that more youthful appearance, right? And it has hyaluronic acid in it as well. So in addition to the serums that you're putting on your skin, you're also ingesting it. I'm a huge proponent of, I have a little hair on my chin.
That came out so wrong. I did not have hair on my chin. My whole makeup brush was shedding, and I feel the hair somewhere floating around my face, but I can't find it. Y'all trying to play me.
Well, I love these, and again, this is the unflavored one. How I use this is, I have explained this before, but I just take 2 scoops and I put it in my water, I shake it up, and I leave it next to my bed in the morning, so when I wake up, I just make sure to drink my water bottle, and I get all of my collagen peptides. Another thing about this is that it is filled with healthy fats and protein. So, 1 serving, which is 2 scoops, has 18 grams of protein. And you can't even taste this stuff. You literally cannot even taste this stuff. I put it in my water and I think I'm just drinking water because I'm half asleep anyways. Even if I was fully awake, I wouldn't be able to taste this. Or you can put it in your coffee. 18 grams of protein. Whey and all of those other protein powders are so gross to me, so the fact that you can get something like this is amazing. If this is something that you and your doctor find that can be a great supplement to your diet, go for it. And they have a ton of different flavors to choose from. The other flavor that I like is the lavender and lemon, and that almost tastes like, when I put that in water, it just tastes like I'm drinking lemon water. And that actually leads me into my last and most important item, which is my water bottle. Drink your water. So I drink about, this is 40 ounces, and I try to drink between 2 and 3 of these a day. You lose a lot of water throughout the night when you sleep, you sweat, you're not drinking for, 8 hours at a time, so you definitely want to hydrate when you wake up first thing in the morning. Water is probably the most important thing out of everything in this haul. The biggest takeaway is you really need to be treating yourself from the inside out. Like, yes, topical creams and serums and all these things can help, but if you're not taking care of yourself and your body and your health, that's gonna show. So the more care that you take when it comes to the amount of fluids that you're drinking, the type of foods that you're putting in your body, all of those things, that's going to show, and that's literally going to radiate out, and that's what people are going to see, and that's what you're going to start noticing. When you start drinking a ton more water, you'll notice that your skin starts to clear up, like all of those things. So it's so important that you are drinking enough water. And again, if you also, well, actually not again, because I never mentioned this in the first place, but if you also are interested in maybe, taking a vitamin like every day to kind of help, supplement those nutrients that you aren't getting, if you know that you aren't necessarily eating the best, like, do that too. There's so many options, but the point is to really take care and be mindful of what you're putting in your body. I challenge you, in the next 2 weeks, drink 100 ounces of water every single day. Come back to me and comment in the comment section below and let me know how you feel. I guarantee you feel night and day, and you'll see huge noticeable differences. So guys, that completes everything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I will be testing out my friend's brand new skin cleanser line. I'm super excited, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll put her website below. It actually launches today. So again, go check that out, and if you have any other suggestions on what you want to see, any recommendations, whatever you want, comment down below so that I can know. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up. It lets me know that you like these videos. It lets YouTube know that you like the videos, and it'll just show it to more people as they're like scrolling through. So we want to make sure that everyone knows what to do for dry skin. So the more you like this, the more YouTube will show other people. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm really annoying. But please subscribe, share this with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.